Was Thanos actually right? Before you jump to conclusions, let me share 5 compelling facts that suggest Thanos might not be the clear-cut villain we all believe he is. First, let's talk about the overpopulation crisis. This wasn't just some abstract idea for Thanos, it was a devastating reality. He watched his own home planet, Titan, crumble under the weight of its own population. He saw the future, he warned the leaders, and he pleaded with them to take action, but they refused to listen. His entire civilization, his family, his world, all of it turned to dust and ruin while he was forced to watch, a lone survivor of their short-sightedness. His entire mission, the quest for the Infinity Stones, wasn't born from a lust for power, but from a desperate, agonizing desire to prevent the rest of the universe from suffering the same catastrophic fate. He was driven by trauma, not tyranny. Second, consider the principle of equal sacrifice. Thanos' plan was brutal, but it was undeniably fair. The snap was perfectly, mathematically random. It didn't discriminate based on race, species, wealth, or social status. A king was just as likely to vanish as a peasant. A hero was just as likely to be erased as a villain. This impartiality is a level of fairness that is almost unheard of. More importantly, Thanos himself was included in this cosmic lottery. He was fully prepared to be one of the ones who disappeared. This willingness to sacrifice himself for his cause sets him apart from almost every other antagonist in fiction. He wasn't placing himself above others, he was subjecting himself to the same brutal calculus he imposed on the universe. Third, and this is crucial, he didn't immediately resort to violence. In the deeper lore and original comics, Thanos' first approach was through diplomacy. He presented his arguments logically and passionately to the leaders and cosmic entities across the galaxies. He used reason, data, and peaceful proposals to try and convince them of the impending doom. But the universe, in its arrogance and complacency, refused to listen. It was only after every peaceful avenue was exhausted, only when extinction seemed like an absolute certainty, that he turned to his more drastic, infamous solution. The snap was a last resort, not a first impulse. Fourth, let's be honest, his plan worked. The aftermath of the snap, while born from an unspeakable tragedy, brought a period of unprecedented restoration to the universe. On Earth, the remaining Avengers even observed that whales were returning to the Hudson River and the skies were clearer. Ecosystems began to heal, resources became abundant again, and for the survivors, much of the daily struggle and suffering simply vanished. The cost was horrific, a price no one should ever have to pay, but the result was a universe that was given a second chance, a moment to breathe and reset before it choked on its own excess. It raises the uncomfortable question, can a monstrous act lead to a net positive outcome? Finally, and perhaps most tellingly, Thanos chose pain over power. After achieving his life's goal, what did he do? Did he build an empire? Did he declare himself a god and rule over the grateful survivors? No, he did the opposite. He used the stones to destroy the stones, ensuring that no one, not even himself, could ever use that ultimate power again or reverse his decision. He then retired to a simple, quiet life as a farmer. This wasn't the action of a power-hungry megalomaniac. This was the action of someone with unwavering conviction, someone who believed so deeply in their solution that they were willing to erase their own power to protect it. So, I'll ask you again, was Thanos a true villain, a monster driven by madness? Or was he a broken savior, the only being in the entire universe brave enough and perhaps ruthless enough to make the impossible choice to save us from ourselves? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you believe he had a point, comment yes. And if you enjoy diving deep into the complexities of your favorite characters, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more mind-bending Marvel and DC facts. Thanks for watching.